Welcome back, Disc Golf World. This is back nine coverage of round 2 of the Music City Open PDGA National Tour event sponsored by Dynamic Discs. My name is Kevin Jones. With me, as always, Luke Humphries, bringing you guys this coverage. Luke, how was that front?
That's right. We got Zack Johnson going bogey-free, shooting a 5 under. Ricky Wysocki takes the double, but he's bounced back properly. As we check in on the leaderboard, Mason Ford still up top. Adam Hammy's Matty O, and now Zack Johnson chasing close behind. Here we are at hole 10, a beautiful hole, really picturesque, nice green as well, Kev. What are players looking to do?
Yeah, hole 10 is going to play to these forehand flex strengths. I think that's the ideal shot here. You can see players play a backhand as well, but there's a massive tree right in the way of a perfect backhand line late in the flight. Oh, and that's wide from Zack. Oh, and it works out. Heat check. He's already birdied 4 holes in a row, and that is going to keep a possible streak alive.
Goes right of the tree. This just needs to miss. Guessing he was playing around the backside.
Yes, if you're throwing backhand, I think that's the ideal spot. It looked pretty good. I don't know what he caught.
This grass down here is so lush.
It is. You're not going to catch ground play. Luckily, Zack doesn't need any. Look at that
Face shot.
juicy line.
It's amazing. Late flipping lefty backhand.
That's pretty good looking. Nice and straight disc, or pretty understable, I'd say. Even it never wanted to tail off to the left. Another awesome shot.
Beautiful shot from Justin. Yeah, I think that was a mid-range.
So close from Ricky. Look how he played the ground play there. Try to drop it in from high, and Zack does keep this streak going. He is
5 in a row. He
Yes.
knew he got away with a break. He locked it down, though. Oh, my gosh. No way. That's a crazy turn of events right there. You don't see that every day. Off the band, off the log to circle's edge, and what looked like a drop-in birdie is a bogey.
yuck.
Wow.
Worst possible result from his first putting error of the day.
Yeah. That's a hard one to swallow. It might be made better, though, as you come to hole 11, and it's the easiest hole on the course. Oh, my gosh. His disc's messing around with him on that hole. Easiest hole on the course, Kev. Got to get this one.
You're right. Certified dinker here, hole 11, 204 feet at most, playing uphill. This is a chip shot. Just got to hit the gap and, I mean, not go too far, I guess. Seems like it's easy to throw too far here.
Oh, my goodness. Zack was late release, got away with it on the last hole. Might have overcorrected and tugged that one a little bit. Shot from Justin. This is a pig.
This hole was made for the pig. And Ricky throws the pig all over the place.
As good as anybody, ever. With that disc.
Oh, same exact error as Zack Johnson.
Things can get tricky over there. Turn a birdie hole into a bogey hole real quick.
Can they? I haven't had the
Yeah, look at this.
pleasure of seeing that yet.
Forehand
Not
roller
pleasure.
second. Yeah, definitely not pleasure. I understand what you're saying. That's circle 2 for his par. And that's like a fairway driver from Zack.
Oh my gosh!
For
Look
6
at
straight
this.
from 90 feet up the hill.
Fairway driver, you said.
Unbelievable. Yeah, guessing it was a T-bird.
All right, there you go. Justin, he was in dire need of a birdie. That's good to get on the board there.
Yeah, that's back where he started.
Ricky is not going to mess up this hole. Unless the basket would have said no. And that's 2 errors in a row from Zack. These are costly out here. Bogey's hurt.
Sure they hurt. Every single one of these, you got to get, maybe excluding this hole right here, hole 12.
Hole 12 it's just a really difficult hole. It plays severely uphill. Ideally, you're going to throw a backhand, probably distance driver, and just rip it up this hill at this kind of double tree on your right, and then have it fade back into this green. Executing this shot is something to see. That's off, and he's going to have a lot of work to beat those trees on the left side and give himself a par putt.
Yeah, possibly the worst place to end up is short left on this thing.
Ricky with the misrelease as well, and I would put Ricky high up on my list of players I'd choose to throw this shot.
Agreed. Saw Emerson and Adam Hammies play it incredibly well yesterday. Anywhere around circle 1 is fantastic. I think Zach agrees with that, going forehand that will finish away from the basket. Is that what you're doing on this hole?
Yeah, I like the forehand. I'm just not quite as confident like Ricky or somebody that can really rip distance drivers on that flat angle. That's a great recovery from Rick. You'll see him do that nearly every time. Okay, Zach with enough room to do another forehand, almost goes in the basket. He's going to have 30 feet left from behind.
Wow. Hunting baskets right now. That's that short left position that is so hard to get up and down from. If you haven't thrown a forehand roller by like hole 12, you're in a small group of people. I think everybody out here is throwing one already.
It's true. Good approach from little Zach.
Pretty well done from Justin. Now that comebacker for ZJ.
No,
That's his first miss of the day.
You immediately see this cool off that Zach is going through right now. He got super hot with both the putter and the driver, and started with that last hole. Missing the easy birdie on the last hole is definitely feels like a bogey.
Yeah, it does.
And then this one is a bogey for sure, even though it's a really hard par 3.
Yeah, coming in as the third hardest hole, playing a third of a stroke over par. Only 9 people grabbing the birdie on this one. 7% of the field. So took a bunch. Took a really well executed drive, and then most likely a good putt as well. Hole 12.
Hole 13.
Yeah.
Hole 13, par 3 at 276. This is a chip hyzer. There's nothing else to it. That's what you're going to see here.
Yeah. Second easiest hole on the course.
The mistake that you see a lot of people do is going too far, and that will bring some trees into play, but Ricky plays it so high there, spikes it right by the basket, almost acing. Lefty play. Haven't seen this one yet. Should work pretty well, and there it is.
Just a little bit low. I had the correct line to get around the corner.
That one should work as long as it's semi-overstable.
That looked like an OGH3.
It did. A little early.
Yeah, about circle's edge, possibly impeded by that tree. We'll have to see. Zach also looking at that really high line. That's a Firebird from him.
Probably over by Ricky.
Nice action there, and he will be able to start a new streak, hopefully.
Right on the edge of circle. Left from Justin, just inside of that. Mr. Arlinghaus. Getting the knucks from Zach as he putts with his gator after missing one inside the circle putt. He's now putting with his gator.
That's my boy Zach right there. Nobody putts with a gator better than him, so
I agree.
give it to him. You know?
Yep. And it's good to bust out in those windy conditions, too. He's from Missouri, plays in Kansas a lot. all around the Midwest where that wind blows. Disappointing par from Justin, but we've got holes to play and a tricky hole 14, Kev.
Hole 14 is just that, Luke. 307 feet. Drone's going to be flying down the right side, but this is the less taken path. Very, very specific shot here. Most people are going to throw a forehand flex around the left side. Problem is speed control, because if you go too long here, you will not have a putt at the basket. Those trees are going to block you.
Almost
Ricky going
nothing.
with the pig. I like that. That's a stable version of a pig. He just didn't get on it quite enough. He's pretty much saying that he's going to try to play to circle's edge on the left side if he throws a pig. That needs a little flex. Might have enough. Nope.
Not really.
Catches the edge of that tree.
A little lower, a little wider. Possibly this.
Doing almost the exact same thing, huh?
Yeah.
And this looks like a straight gap attempt.
Oh, no.
Work to do from there.
Yeah, still trying to approach this green from a couple hundred feet is tricky. There's just no way to enter the green properly, especially out of the shul on the side. That's pretty well done. He'll have a chance for his par. Looks to be about 50 feet, though. Worth noting, this green also...
Sit. This course is not being nice to Zach right now.
No.
He's going to have to work for his par. Those are never fun.
Yeah, it's a quick green, too, is what I was trying to say. Confident bid from Justin. Couple inches here or there, and he's got like 4 or 5 putts.
Look at that focus from little Zach here. Nice putt.
Yeah, he's looked great on the putting green all day. Really good tempo. Smooth stroke. Alright, so we're going to play this one over as a group. Just proving how tricky it is.
The Combat Commander has enough space for all your discs here and everything else you need here. We beefed up the construction while keeping it lightweight and made sure there's ventilation so you can stay cool while waiting for your friends to throw because you just outdrove them. Or while you're looking for your disc in the OB. Either one.
Welcome back. We are on hole 15. This is a par 4 at 648 feet. In my opinion, you want to land somewhere in the fairway here, obviously, but it's a hole where you can throw a putter or a mid-range and just be short and attack this hole from the fairway. But you'll see a lot of people get aggressive on this, and I've seen plenty of success with that.
Yeah, Rick yesterday went destroyer off the tee, drained his putt and grabbed the 2. See if you can do it again.
Oh, this is looking great. Oh, it did have too much turn. See, I don't know what a perfect shot looks like yet.
Needed to hang it a bit more along the left tree line. At least that's what he did yesterday. I've never seen a shot as good as what he did yesterday.
Stop flipping. And he has, oh, good tree action. Nice help from the spin of his disc.
He power walked it off like it was good. That might be an aggressive look from Zach. Look at this thing.
Oh, yeah. Ooh.
Oh my gosh. Spinning the catch cam. Not as far as Rick was yesterday, but way down there. Honestly, the work's not over, though. That's kind of a tricky spot to be in.
It definitely is.
Sit. Okay. That's far enough. It's a downhill second shot, so he has the distance. Just gonna have to.
Yeah, he's gonna have to crush this one down the fairway the whole way.
Look, he's playing a mid-range too.
Wow, that's good.
Okay.
See how the distance is?
That's circle 1 right there.
Exactly what he wanted to do.
Incredible.
Roller. Oh, man, that needs so much turn. No, that is going down, down, down the hill. Okay.
Skip shot. That jumps in early. There's a bunch of trees in the way, but I'm guessing Rick will give it a bid anyways.
Okay, Zach close enough to jump putt, and he does have a pretty doable line there. He just had that big tree in the way. He was so far up the fairway that it wasn't a problem, but if he was 30 feet shorter, big problem. Another forehand roller here. Cut roller up the hill, right-handed.
Wow. Kid's got creativity. Said it earlier.
Oh, my goodness.
What would it be like to know that your putt's in so early? I mean, Rick knows so early.
It's good to see that emotion. Just fighting hard for it. Let's see Justin do this. Oh, inches high.
So Rick hit like 110 feet of putts on this hole the 2 days that he played it.
Yeah, going eagle, birdie, and getting an eagle on this hole is remarkable.
Only person in the field. Didn't even think we'd see it.
Probably one of the only people ever. Here we are at hole 16 at 368 feet. I think this one's calling for a backhand flex shot for a right-handed player, but I'm seeing great success with a sidearm. Ideally, you get somewhere into these trees so that your upshot's not too hard. Bad shots will be punished because they'll have a tough upshot.
Yeah, I think the worst thing you can do is go past the opening, find yourself long on the fairway on the left side.
Exactly. That's not going to be high enough from Ricky. If he's close enough, he'll just jump putt it down the hill, but not what he was looking for. Too low.
Is this a roller? Sky Anheuser?
It's rolling, I bet. Wait.
Yeah.
It looks like a roller. I have no idea. It can't be a roller. Like, no way is a backhand roller the play on this hole.
I wonder if he was just Sky Anheisering that thing somewhere around the green.
See, I like this. Like, there is room there. It's so good to see.
Yeah.
I was drawn away from the flick when I was practicing this hole, and if I was going to play it again, I would flick this hole for sure.
After watching that,
It looks clean. And this is going exactly in that area that you were talking about, Luke. Not good.
Work to be done. Ooh, for Zach as well.
That errant tee shot is definitely going to cost him.
We'll have a putt. It's on the edge. Like you said, Rick jump putting just from the opening,
Skip
little
in.
low off the drive. That'd be hilarious. Got to ask for it, I guess.
Dude, I asked for it today, and I caged it.
Off a skip?
Yes.
From
Similar to Ricky there.
Oh my gosh. Just got to ask for it. Moral of the story.
Obstructed putt, and that's going downhill.
Yeah.
He's now at 20, 25 feet again.
For his bogey.
Good putt. There's a good birdie. Perfectly played. Nicely done.
And in the midst of Zach Johnson working his butt off for this bogey, he can congratulate the young guy.
25-foot bogey putts are something else. There's a different feel to that. At least for me.
No, for everybody. That's universal. It's a bad feeling. That's a good par from Justin. Unfortunate double from Zach, though. He's been cruising this round. Heading into hole 17. Gotta be one of the prettiest holes around. Tons of green grass, downhill. All you need is a mid-range, even though it's 415. You might even see some guys throw putter, Kev.
Yeah, it could shape great for a putter. I think you want to see a disc that is going to hang on to the left side of this fairway. The second you hit on the right side, it's just going to drop or even get into those trees, and that would make the hole hard. Looking for some slow turn here.
Wow. Got to hook up a little bit now.
Not bad. Downhill 50-footer, though. Not what you would ask for.
Rick going pig.
Ooh, and that's a yank. Needs to just get out of the trees and make his par easy.
Do not go in there.
Okay, not going to be an easy par because it did not kick out like I asked. That's pretty good. Let's see if it gets all the way down there, though. Just didn't really rip it too hard. Kind of softed it, but almost a circle's edge.
He's getting the claps, but you want to be closer than that.
Yeah.
Zach
And that's going
early.
to catch that branch. No, it gets inside, but maybe it did catch the branch, actually.
That's decision range right there.
He'll be running that, I would imagine.
Okay, Rick stayed on the edge. This is manageable now.
Jump putt. With a
Pig.
pig, it looks like. Long.
Circle's edge. Look at this stance.
That's insane.
Stand still.
Nice effort. Good speed.
Yeah, the confidence we saw early on from Zach, not the same anymore.
Just a couple bad holes.
And that's like 4 that I can think of from Justin that is like cage 2 inches low.
Yeah.
This guy's been on one.
Oh, it looks so good from this angle. And his putts, you see, when they can hit the ground like that, especially going downhill, there's just so much roll to be had. Oh, and just enough focus from Ricky to get it in there. That was a 25-footer. Nice putt.
I'm guessing that branch that we saw moving during the putt distracted him a little bit. Able to focus through it just enough.
This one did not roll. That's good. Got that backstop there on the ground.
All right, par card for these guys. Nobody showing us the way on that one. Emerson Keith yesterday, that shot was so nice.
And finally, we've got hole 18. This is the hardest hole on the course, right, Luke?
That it is.
Yep. This is a par 4 at 742 feet. The people who play this hole really well are throwing rollers on it. You see great plays with the sidearm, though, as well. Getting in a great landing zone right here would be amazing. Then we're throwing a very tight, difficult upshot from about 330 feet or so, trying to beat those trees and get onto this putting surface.
Yeah, even the best sidearms aren't getting where the rollers are going. Alden Harris famously eagled this one twice last year and then birdied it final round when it counted to beat Chris Dickerson and win by 1.
As a par 5, right?
It was a par 5, correct. It has changed to a par 4 this year, so he would have gone birdie first 2 rounds. And this is aggressive. Needing to move right.
Nice and flippy disc. It's ending up nearly perfect.
Oh my gosh.
Distance was outstanding. Let's see, there's that group of trees there that he's going to be right behind, and hopefully he has a nice lane through them. You just can't tell yet. That is high backhand. I'm not sure about that one. Needs to get through a lot. That's a really high sidearm. I wonder if there's some airspace up there I'm not aware of, or if those are just too high.
That's not too terrible. And I don't know about the airspace. I do know Zach's forehand puts him in places I don't usually get.
Right. Really well played upshot here. That's gonna put him in just good enough position to maybe get up and down.
Yeah, complete position play for Justin.
Same thing. Solid, right in the middle of the fairway. That's exactly where they want to be.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this spot is just so tight. That slanted tree is probably around where Zach's going. Yeah.
Unbelievable. Into circle 2. No. Okay, that was the... Right about 70, it looked like.
It looks like it. Definitely a win.
From that monster roller.
Interesting. Doesn't have the backhand flex line, so it goes forehand and catches that weird-looking tree, which is creating the gap. I mean, it's a couple feet off for Rick there at most.
Yeah, it's the reason it's the hardest hole in the course. If you're 300 feet out, the line is so skinny.
Inside,
Ooh.
but got the tree direction.
Love to see that. He'll be 26 for his par. Be a great par to finish the round as well. Lost a couple, but 2 more rounds to fight for Justin.
Whoa! To long. He just rips those forehands.
That's like 50 long.
Yeah, it looks great. Ricky trying. He's going to have to straddle from there, but that's no problem. 15 feet, it looks like.
There's a birdie putt right here.
There it is. Zach finishing off like that. I love it.
Way. Started with an outside the circle putt. Ends with an outside the circle putt.
Does opt to jump putt this one.
It was a highlight factory the whole day. Unbelievable play from Zackeriath Johnson.
No kidding. Great finish. Had some mishaps throughout the round. Got super streaky here and there.
We'll see if Zach can match this line. Not as easy. Is that the slanty tree? Hit perfectly. All right. Justin, great par to finish. Not giving that last one away. That's something you can hold your head high on. You move into the next 2 rounds of this tournament.
Yeah, par on this hole is just fine. You're seeing a huge range of scores here from 3s to who knows what.
Dude, 10s. Somebody took a 10.
Wait, what?
Straight up. Yeah.
I wasn't expecting quite that high, but there's a lot of trees in there. There's definitely more than 10.
Yeah. Zach and Rick finishing it up at 12 under par apiece. They're most likely going to be playing again tomorrow.
12 is in this ball game.
Really is. That's how it ended up after day 2. Mason Ford sleeping on the lead again. Adam Hammy's the next closest. Chris Dickerson and Kevin Jones rounding out the lead card. Kevin Jones, 9 under par. How'd that feel out there today?
Shot solid. Throwing it really straight and making my putts.
And you got the birdie on 18 as well.
Yeah, that was a big finish. That was the difference between lead card and not. Gotta love it.
Great way to finish from you. Thank you guys for being here, enjoying this second round coverage of the Music City Open, brought to you guys by Dynamic Discs and shot by GK Pro. We will see you for the 3rd round, which is a new course. We'll be at Mill Creek Park, or something like that. It's a Nashville course, and we look forward to seeing you guys there. Thanks for joining us.